So today, let's look at what exactly is high ticket. So for us to best understand this, let me share a very short story. So Philip is a student and he believes that selling high ticket is impossible. Now, what are his reasons? He's saying that why should anybody pay more when they can get it for less? So now let's look at the background and understand why Philip thinks this way. So Philip is into public speaking and he has been doing this for a long while and he wants to take it online. And he has created this 65 video course on how to be an effective public speaker. And this course is going for 250,000 naira. Now, back then when I met Philip, if I was to convert this to dollars, it's about $400, and to CDs, let's say it was about 2,000 CDs back then. And he has been running ads for like 3 weeks, and guess what? He has gotten no sale. So what exactly is Philip doing wrong? Now, the first thing we should really consider is this. People don't buy at a high price because you are selling at a high price. If you agree with me, I want you to like and subscribe. People don't buy at a high price simply because you are selling at a high price. Let me break this down for you to properly understand. Let's say you are to travel from Accra to Lagos and you're given options. Buy a bicycle, that means go using a bicycle. Use a car, that means you need to buy a car, or you go buy a private jet. So now let's break this down for us to understand. Now remember, we're trying to understand what exactly is high ticket and how do you sell high ticket. So let's look at the bicycle. The bicycle costs $50, for example. And if you're going on that journey by road, using the bicycle will take you 5 days. Now the seats are going to be very uncomfortable. And guess what? Millions can afford $50 to buy this bicycle. So this will be a top consideration for millions, a lot of people. So the second consideration is going by buying a car. Now the car will cost, let's say, about $5,000, and it will take 18 hours from Accra to Lagos. And thousands, hundreds of thousands can afford this. The next one will be renting a private jet. That might cost about $100,000, and it will take 45 minutes to go from Accra to Lagos. And you will travel in style, and very few, let's say a few hundreds, can afford this. Now, if you look at these three things we have mentioned, there are transportation means from Accra to Lagos. So we can consider the bicycle lower class, middle class, and going by private jet upper class. So people will pay more if there is a high expectation. That's the thing. So because the car will go 18 hours, people will pay for the car. But some will prefer the option of paying more so that they can get there in 45 minutes. So this is what Philip needs to understand. Philip was trying to sell high tickets without offering a high expectation. And that's the mistake a lot of people. So if you're trying to sell your idea, your knowledge, if you're trying to sell your experience, you will need to offer a high expectation. So the question is, how do you quantify the perceived value for your knowledge, your skill, your experience, and your ideas? So people will know that, okay, this is what it's. I will use this example to break this down for you to understand. Let's say I have 1 cup of rice and I need to plant this 1 cup of rice on 1 plot of land. And anytime I plant 1 cup of rice on 1 plot of land, it gives me 3 bags of rice. 1 cup, 1 plot, 3 bags. So if I want to plant 7 cups, I will need 7 plots of land for it to give me 21 bags. You understand? If I have 50 cups of rice, I will need 50 plots of land for it to give me 150 bags. So if you notice, 1 cup will give me 3 bags. 7 cups will give me 21 bags. 50 cups will give me 150 bags. And that's the same mindset every time you're selling high ticket. High ticket will need high expectations. So you see, if somebody knows I am paying, for example, I'm giving you 1 cup of rice and you're giving me 3 bags, that's a high expectation. A very bad expectation is when you think that I'm sowing or I am planting 1 cup of rice and I'm expecting 1 cup of rice. It doesn't really make any sense. So Philip, the big mistake Philip was making was thinking that his 65 videos will amount to a high ticket simply because it's 65 videos. Now, why this is a problem is that anybody paying $250,000 for watching 65 videos is going to go through a lot of stress watching 65 videos. It's just too much. Philip would have found other ways to improve on the value he's providing so that the person perceives that it's less stressful. Because trust me, watching 65 videos is stressful. So there are other things Philip would have done. Now, this is what Philip would have done. Philip would have made what he considered a top offer, he would have made it the lower offer. That means how to be an effective public speaker will be an entry-level offer. Then he would consider something like how to get your first public speaking job, because that's the next thing people will start thinking. So if a lot of people go for how to be an effective public speaker, the next stage they will be looking at is how to get their first public speaking job. So that will be the mid offer for those that want to go further in their public speaking career. So, and the next one will be how to create a 6-figure public speaking business. So every idea should have at least these 3 offers. If you're trying to sell your experience, if you're trying to sell your ideas, your knowledge, you should have these 3 offers. The first offer should be lower for a lot of people to come in. Then you have a mid offer that a lot of people that want to have a different experience, and then you will have what I would call the upper class, where people that want a specific result can always come up and achieve that result with you. If you're selling your ideas, you're selling your knowledge, you need to consider these things very, very key when you're considering these things. So if you have any questions, you can share them in the comments, and I'll be creating a video to answer the top 5 questions in the comments. Please subscribe, please like this video and share this video.